defensive tackle on the left, Djimon Brooks, and offensive lineman on the right, Ryan Johnson. We'll go ahead and open it up for questions for Djimon and Ryan. We'll start with Kelly.
I guess for both of you guys, I know the first day is not the most fun for you guys because you don't have the badge on yet, but what was it like to get back out there as older players in these kind of graduate senior roles?
You want to take them?
Yeah, so, it's always fun, getting out there with the guys. We always look forward to getting back out there on the field. We've been putting a lot of hard work in with Coach Lou and the rest of the strength staff over the offseason, putting in work out here on the field, running, lifting in the weight room. So it's good to finally, get a chance to put that on the field.
To me, it's a great feeling. I think it's a great feeling to the offensive line. You train a long time to be able to get on the field, and especially for an offensive lineman, that moment is very slim. And so to be able to feel that, to really, to me, it's about moving somebody from point A to point B. Now, Djimon would probably dispute that, but to me, there's very few things in the world that's as fun as moving one person against their will from point A to point B. And to me, that's really fun. There's really nothing like it in any other sport where you take 11 guys, you put them on a field, and you try to collectively beat another group. It's just, there's nothing like it, and so it's really an amazing feeling just to be back out there again playing.
Rod?
You returned 3 starters from last year. You got to plug in a couple of holes on the side of the line. What are you seeing there, and what's your confidence with the offensive line?
I've got a lot of confidence. I think having 3 returning starters does help us a whole lot. Having guys like Jordan come back, learning for a second year, I always see a lot of guys from their freshman to sophomore year, they make huge improvements. I've seen him do a lot in the offseason, really excited about that. Bringing in Devin, bringing in KJ. Those are some really great improvements to our team. Same thing with Nick. Obviously, Mikey's back. And I think not just the 3 of us that have been here, but also the guys that have come in, the guys that are stepping up, have really done a lot in the offseason. I think that gives Coach – we got to give credit to Coach Lou. He's done an incredible job making sure everybody's gotten stronger, but also the guys getting into the film room, guys studying the film and working on their technique. There's a lot of things we got to work on in fall camp, but we still got 4 weeks to go, and I have a lot of faith that we're going to have some improvement. We're going to have a good, solid offensive line.
I think I don't remember the response, but can you let me go into your decision to come back, and how do you feel now having made the decision and being here?
So I think my decision to come back was really towards the end. It was kind of a no-brainer. I put a lot of work in with these guys, and I really want to see that work come to fruition, and we got a big chance for that this year. And I think it was a no-brainer to come back and play on the flats again.
Ryan, do you want to answer the same question?
Absolutely. To me, it feels great being able to come back. I'm really excited to be able to play with this team again, and getting the opportunity to put on the GT again. I thought when I came here that I was going to get one opportunity to play here, and I got through with that season. I realized I love this place so much that I wanted to stay. I felt like this is where God was calling me to be. God gave me the opportunity to play the game of football. He gave me a body that I could move people around, and I think this is the place that I'm supposed to be, and I'm really excited for this season. Obviously, this is my last year of college football, and so I'm trying to soak it all in, but I'm trying to give it everything I've got because I'm really excited about this season.
Next, Bryce, go ahead.
For both sides of the line, Coach wants to respond again. Feel comfortable rotating guys now when it's all considered defense, but there's depth wherever they have been in previous years. I just look, do you see that from your perspective so far?
Well, and I'll take this one if you're all right. I think depth is a huge thing, and sometimes it's often underrated because, especially in the offensive line, things are so dynamic. You got to be able to have guys not that can just back up somebody, but can jump in there and play at any moment in time. I've been on offensive line that has depth with 20 guys, but I've been on an offensive line that has 5 players. And I know that that sounds like an exaggeration. It's not. So I understand what depth does and what the lack of depth does. And to see some of the guys that we've got coming along, growing, learning, getting their technique correct, getting in the weight room. I mean, heck, when Coach Lou came in, I can't remember what the stat was, but they hardly had that many people over 20 bench press reps. Now we've got, I think, over 10, over 30, and we had 2 guys over 40. Now bench press is one of the least, least important statistics when it comes to this, but it's a testament to what Coach Lou has done in the weight room, and I think how the offensive line, how the team's growing as a whole, and so that depth is something that I think is not just going to play out in the offensive line, but I think it's going to play out in the whole team. It's going to help guys when they're tired, help guys if we get hurt. Thank goodness we haven't had that many people get hurt, but we don't want to get anybody hurt this season. But if that happens, that's going to be huge. Having those guys that can step up, take the next step in and do their job.
Yeah, so I think it all goes back to sweat equity, where we put that work in and build that trust and have that bond where we can have that confidence in each other. And that's always a good thing, when you got guys that you can trust and know that if something happens to you and you have to go out, then you can trust that next guy coming in. So, yeah, it's a good feeling.
Well, Jonathan, 3 years ago, you guys had like maybe that phenomenal defensive tackle at the end of the season. Now you have the biggest group you've had probably since you've been here as a player. You had Zeke and Kayas and all these different guys. Like, you kind of just talk about what that tackle room is like now as an older player and get TK back as well.
Yeah, so like you said, 3 years ago, that's when Coach Collins them came, and it was kind of a learning curve for us, learning the process of how to do things and how to act as a professional, like Coach Collins always trying to preach to us. And, the 3rd year with all these good guys coming in and people coming back, I've really seen a lot of them grow and mature. And I don't know, it's just exciting to see it all come to fruition, like I've been saying, on the field. So excited for that.
You see the difference in competition, even in what you guys did in summer workouts and stuff, just having that many guys pushing each other for the 2 spots.
Yeah, so summer workouts, it's always fun, working out as, with the D-Talkers as a group, because we always talk and jump to each other, pushing each other to go hard and go harder. So it's been a bit different having some of those younger guys come in and pushing the older guys, talking they jump, trying to push you to go harder. So, yeah, it's been fun.